doctor just told me, hey, whatever you are doing, continue doing it. You are not pre-diabetic. You are not even anywhere near pre-diabetes. So keep on doing whatever you are doing. And that was when I knew that I was doing something right. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel once again. My name is Chioma. If you're new here, you're welcome to my channel. So this is one of the times that I'm going to be doing like a sit down video, which I often don't do in this channel. Normally my channel is mostly cooking, but yes, everything incorporating cooking and healthy cooking, that's what you get in my channel. So I'm going to be doing some maybe other things to make this channel more entertaining. And thank you for 10k subscribers. If you are my new subscriber, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to do so. Click that subscribe button down there. Also click the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. What I'm going to be talking about today, straight on, I'm going to be talking to you or telling you how I reversed my pre-diabetes. Okay, so before I let you know those things that I did to reverse my pre-diabetes, I'm just going to give you a little bit of history. Okay, I was diagnosed of pre-diabetes in 2019. Yes, that was in 2019, and I didn't have any symptoms. Nothing was wrong with me. I just went for the, normal yearly routine test. In the UK, once you are 40, normally as a general body checkup that you are entitled to go to. One of my friends said it's MOT. If you drive a car, you know what MOT is. So it's like going for a full, body test, checking your body. Once you turn 40, you know some things you need to be checking yourself, and it's really very important. I was diagnosed in 2019. I was like, what? I was living a healthy lifestyle. I don't, most times a lot of people say, yeah, it's people that drink a lot of Coke, Fanta, fizzy drink, eat sugar and all that are prone to diabetes. It's not really true, because I wasn't doing any of those things. And one of the reasons why I do eat healthy, I take care of my diet a lot, is because my mom is diabetic. And so it's hereditary. You say it's in the family. So with that in mind, I was always conscious of my diet. I tend to try to eat things as natural as I can. So it came as a shock to me, but I waved it off immediately when I was told, because I felt I'm already eating healthy, so if diabetes will come, let it come. So I left it at that. But later I started reflecting. By 2020, we went into COVID, we were more at home, and I started thinking about it. Choma, do you want to really live with diabetes if you have been told you are just pre-diabetic and you need to, you can reverse it? So I started thinking about doing something about it, and listening to things, reading, and, take action. I have to take action. I have to own this action I'm taking. I have to be serious about it. It's not someone pushing me. It was me that made that decision, and it really helped me. So I'm going to tell you all those things I did, and there is not much. These are things that are doable, and what it takes is consistency. So the first thing I did to beat pre-diabetes is to start clean eating. So my diet, I had to change my diet. In as much as I wasn't eating bad, I was eating healthy. I think I'm one of those people that will boast that I don't eat rubbish, I don't eat junk. If you check my channel, you see, even with my children, I started them with healthy eating and all that, and it's the same way with me. But I had to make it better, because I could see that if I have to beat this thing, I have to do something about it. So it was more in terms of incorporating more of vegetables and legumes in my food. It also included lowering the carbohydrates. I stopped eating carbohydrates, but I reduced it, and I went for more complex carbohydrates rather than simple carbohydrates. These are things maybe we'll discuss later. So basically it was more of making healthier choices, reducing those things, sugars. I don't even take drinks and all that. So that one wasn't an issue for me. It was more or less about being more consistent in my clean eating, which I've already been doing before. Another thing I did was exercise. I started exercising regularly. I used to exercise, but exercise, sometimes you wake up, you do sit up, this. I think when I was exercising before, I was more focused on my tummy. Yes, women, we want to do the exercise that will touch our tummy, to reduce our tummy and all that. And that was where my focus was. But with the pre-diabetes, I started exercising regularly in terms of physical activity. What I started doing was walking, boosted walking. And boosted walking entailed, walking briskly for at least 30 minutes, with the same pace, the same intensity you are moving, So that was one thing I started doing a lot, and I was quite consistent with that. Consistent in terms of every day, at least 5 times a week. Seriously, that was how I was doing my exercise, and I was doing it right in the house. I'm going to put a video of the exercise I was doing right in the house there, because sometimes if you're in the UK, the weather is cold. The weather can even dissuade you from going out and all that. Sometimes you don't feel like going. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm a morning person. I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is to do my exercise. Minimum 30 minutes or 45 minutes, 1 hour. If sometimes when you exercise, you don't even know when you go beyond it. You become so happy with yourself that you keep on going and going and going. You don't even know when you are doing it. So that was it. Exercise, regular exercise, walking, physical activity. That is one thing that helps to beat prediabetes. It can help you to cut it down. It can help you to reverse it. And even if you don't have prediabetes, really in our lives, we really need to start exercising, as in take it as something, call it something that you have to be doing. Take it serious, commit yourself to doing exercises, and I tell you, you will be healthier, you will be happier, you will feel the happy hormones in your body telling you, hey, you are doing a good job for me, So that was one of the things I did to reverse my pre-diabetes. If you haven't liked this video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs up now, so that you can help this channel grow and help YouTube to recommend my channel to others. So another thing I did to reverse my pre-diabetes was to lose weight. So with clean eating and exercise comes definitely loss of weight. When I checked my weight, I was going to 70, but that's 70 kg. Some people will say it's not much, but yeah, that's it. And I gave myself a target that I'm going to go back to 62, 63, that I'm not going to be weighing 65, okay? And that was my target, and I started working on it. When I check my BMI and all that, when you go to the clinic to check all that, to check your ideal weight, sometimes to tell me my ideal weight should be between 60 and 65. So that was what I was working towards. So I started working to lose weight, and one of the things that will help you to lose weight, like I said, is exercise, clean eating, and then portion control. You have to check the quantity of calories that you eat, because if I'm eating more and exercising less, my weight will actually increase. And on the same vein, if what I'm eating is just the same, is balanced with the same exercise that I'm doing, my eating and my exercise is balanced, my weight will remain the same. So what I needed was a calorie, I think they call it a calorie deficit. The doctors will know, I'm not a doctor, but that calorie deficit. So I need to reduce my calories and also exercise more. So with that, it really helped me to bring down my weight. So I started my portion control. I started looking at labels to be sure of what I'm eating. I looked for low-fat alternatives. I ate more of vegetables in terms of clean eating. I had a book. I'm going to maybe find that book and share it in one of my videos, where I started checking some of the calories I was, in some of the food, especially our native food. There are days I may eat rubbish. Some days I may eat a lot, maybe go for parties, but I try to ensure that if I eat, I try to do a deficit by making sure that the next eating I do a lot of clean eating, a lot of vegetables and stuff, which will help to balance all that I've eaten at the other time. So I just have to, yourself. That's the most important thing. Knowing myself really helped me. So it helped me to balance my eating and all that. And with that, my pre-diabetes, or that's, what do you call it, HbA1c, when I went for my test after like 7 months or thereabouts, right? About 7-8 months or thereabouts, I went for another test, and the doctor just told me, hey, whatever you are doing, continue doing it. You are not pre-diabetic. You are not even anywhere near pre-diabetes. So keep on doing whatever you are doing. And that was when I knew that I was doing something right, and I was happy in myself. Another thing that I did, because what I'm talking about is the things that I did, I started drinking a lot of water. I do drink water, but when you now let yourself know, I need to drink this quantity of water every day. They said we should drink about 2 liters of water every day. I had to get a jar or a jug of water or a bottle that can help me. I'll fill it up with water, and I know that that is my daily recommended intake of water. I think that was a 1 liter bottle, so I fill it up. After finishing the first one, I'll do the second one. Most times when I wake up in the morning, I feel I get warm water and try to see if I can finish 1 liter in the morning. Seriously, drinking water is not a joke. I drink water. I love drinking water, but not to that point of making it a point of duty to be drinking like 2 liters every day or more. But part of what I did that really helped me to reverse my pre-diabetes is to make it a point of duty. Tell myself, hey, you have to drink that recommended intake, and it was good. So if you don't drink water, please drink water. Forget juice, forget smoothie, drink water. Water is life. And the same thing I say about children. If you have children, start early to get them into the habit of drinking water rather than giving them juices all the time. It will help them to appreciate that better and love water. So guys, like I said, I shared with you the things I did to beat my pre-diabetes. There's a lot of other things that are out there. I'm going to get my phone, and then there is I was reading somewhere, yeah, and some of the things that was said was apart from the things that I've mentioned to you that I did, which is basically what the health professionals will always talk to you about. These are the important things. But I saw something about stopping smoking. So if you're a smoker and you are pre-diabetic or you have diabetes, they will tell you to quit smoking, because smoking increases the risk of heart disease and lung cancer. It is also a risk factor for insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, and type 2 diabetes. So if you are listening to me now and you are pre-diabetic or you are diabetic or you don't even know, please quit smoking. It's gonna help your life. All right. And then I think, what else did they say? Eat fewer carbs. I've already mentioned that. I started eating fewer carbs, which helped me. And I'm going to do another video to mention some of the carbs and stuff and all that for you to see, yeah. And then try and maybe mention some of the things that you can avoid, avoid or limit. I don't avoid food. I rather prefer limiting food than avoiding it. I will limit it and reduce the quantity I eat. I think it makes more sense for me rather than avoiding completely. And then another thing that they mentioned is if you have sleep apnea, I've never heard of that before. They said people that have sleep apnea normally have insulin resistance. So check yourself and know whether you have that. Go to a doctor. They said most times this is something that makes your breathing to stop repeatedly during the night due to relaxation of your throat muscles. So the signs of this one is loud snoring. Well, it doesn't mean everybody. Loud snoring, gasping for air when you're sleeping, choking when you're sleeping, waking up with a headache, and then daytime sleepiness. When you are having all this, you may have to just go to your doctor to make sure that you do not have any ailments. All right, so that is it. And then last but not the least, I've mentioned it initially. If I haven't, I'm going to mention it again. Work with a dietitian or nutritionist. Seriously, when you have prediabetes or diabetes, it's always helpful to go to the professionals. And I must say, I went for the like a course, or a diabetic course or pre-diabetes course. It really helped me, and I'm going to share some of the things if I can. God, so help me God. I'm going to share some of those things I learned in that course, because they are really, really important. Very, very, very important. They are really very, very important. So guys, that is the end of my talk. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped one or two people out there. And if you are still watching now, if you are still looking at me, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Help my channel to grow. And if there's any topic or anything you like me to talk about, please don't hesitate to do so. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.